Hello viewers and my dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the most important applicative level of questions which will be very important for the sake of 10th standard annual examination. So as you all know, there will be 16 marks of questions in the annual examination which is related to applicative level of the question which begins with Y. Okay, so regarding that we are going to discuss in this video. So without skip, just go through it to score good marks in the upcoming examination. Thank you very much. This video will be very useful to the students, those who are going to attend the 10th standard examination this year. So please watch this video until end to get good marks in the upcoming examination. If it will be useful to you, thereafter try to pass this video to your friends also. Let them use of it. Alright. It means applicative questions, as I have told you, 16 marks irutte. So these are we considered as applicative level of questions. Clear? Now let's move on to one after one, even in fast manner. Sodium and potassium is kept under kerosene. So we know very well because they readily react with air and water. And even one more answer there, we know very well, it is highly combustible. Highly combustible. They are highly combustible substances and immediately it reacts when we expose to the air. So in our notes, whatever answer is there, thank you, just go through it. Now the second one. Red lights used in danger signal lights. Okay, traffic signal lights, danger signal lights. There we are using basically a red color. So why? What is the reason? Is because red light will scatter less. It means less scattering for red light, and moreover here it has a more wavelength. And here one more thing you need to understand, that is higher the wavelength, less is scattering, or angle of deviation. Less angle of deviation. Got it right. See, higher the wavelength. So higher the wavelength, lesser its angle of deviation, hence it scatters less. Now here clear question. In traffic signals or it may be in danger signal lights, red color will be used. Why means it's because it scatters less and it has more wavelength. Got it? In our country, but in some countries instead of red color they are using blue color. Apart from red, blue also having more wavelength and less deviation. Got it right? Here you can write answer in two different ways. You can write red color has more wavelength and less deviation, angle of deviation. I meant it scattered less. So I hope you may. Now the next third one. Now let's move on to sky appears black for astronauts. Sky appears black for astronauts. We know very well that is due to absence of atmosphere. Okay. So under astronauts in from the space, whenever they observe, so that time it looks which color? Black color. It's because of absence of atmosphere. Now let's move on to the next one. Light gets dispersed in prisms. Okay. Because each color has its own refractive index. See, you just copy this one. So light gets dispersed in prism. It means light gets scattered in prism. Got it right? Because each color has its own refractive index. Refractive index, which is denoted by small letter n. So, can you? So we move on to the next. Quickly, are you writing or not possible? For finisher, right? Yes, sir. Number will be remember. Now let's come back. Aluminium oxide is an amphoteric oxide. Aluminium oxide is an amphoteric oxide, Al2O3. Because it reacts with both acid and base to form salt and water. Aluminium oxide and one more was there? Zinc oxide. Aluminium oxide and zinc oxide reacts both acid and base to form salt and water. So last time In previous preparatory, you have got this question, isn't it? Majority of students have written, just to go through it. Now the next one, it's a simple question. Guitar string is made of metal. Guitar string is made of metal. It's because sonorous. Sonorous means, you know, register. Lustrous means sound. Got it right. That is string which we used in that guitar. Whenever we touch that, it produces sound. Metals can produce sound. That special property we consider as sonorous. Got it right. Regarding this, another two way of questions are there in textbook. Depends upon the property of malleability and ductility. These are our questions only. Got it right. And even kitchenwares will be made of aluminum vessels. Okay, good conductor of heat. Metals and non-metals properly. Focus markoli. And this is not the last year one. So AC is preferred over DC. Don't worry. Copper is added to gold. Copper is added to gold. You know very well. Pure gold is? Yes, pure gold is very soft. Pure gold is very soft. To make it hard, copper should be added. Not only that, even when we add copper to gold, that time that gold will become little hard, and thereafter we can able to give desirable shape. Desired shape we can able to give. Got it right. Thereafter only it is possible to make the jewelries. Okay. So jewelries. Now next ninth question is also not there. Now convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror of vehicle because it gives full diminished and erect image, and we know very well in our syllabus we have learned that answer is it gives wider, that word you wider image and highly wider image, erect image. That 2 points you have to. It's going too fast, right? But here 100 are there, no, that's why. In 100 speed we have to go now. Yes, 100 are there. That's why in 100 speed we will go. Now, concave mirror is used in headlight of vehicles. Here sometimes vehicles like they will give the question, and sometimes automobiles. Automobiles means we know vehicles. Because to get narrow parallel beam of light. So this one you just write down. Concave mirror is used in headlight of vehicles because to give narrow means nothing but straight. Parallel means we know lines which never intersect. Narrow parallel beam of light. Clear? Okay, the next one. A layer of zinc is coated on iron articles. A layer of zinc is coated on iron articles. Because to avoid from the rusting. A layer of zinc is coated on iron article because to avoid rusting of iron. And that process we consider as galvanization. That process we consider as galvanization. Okay. So next one. Chemical equation should be balanced. This question also asked in the previous preparatory examination. Because to follow the law of conservation of mass. Now the next one. Silver chloride and silver bromide is stored in dark bottles. Silver chloride, AgCl, right? AgBr, silver chloride and silver bromide. There we have seen this one in photo decomposition reaction. There we have seen. Because to avoid decomposition reaction, it means we know very well when this silver chloride and silver bromide exposed to sunlight, it split down into silver and chloride, silver and bromine. It means to avoid decomposition reaction. These always we stored in dark bottles. We will not expose to sunlight. Clear? Now the next one, 15th one. Plaster of Paris is kept in moisture-proof container. Moisture-proof container. That can because to avoid the POP to become hard mass called gypsum. Whenever little bit of water, moisture content will be added to POP. POP ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ವಾಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸ್ತೀವೋ ಪ್ಲಸ್ H2O, then it will be changes into gypsum. Changes into gypsum. And gypsum formula which we are having CaSO4 dot 10 and 2 H2O. 2 H2O. Got it right. Here is proper dot to H2O. Clear? Now let's move on to Finished, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
16. Okay. Gold is used in making jewelry. Already we have seen that question, but in a different way. Because gold is most malleable and ductile metal and lustrous, and it is less reactive metal. Native metal also it can be. Okay, now let's move on to 17th question. Reaction of some compounds or elements with HNO3. It means which acid this is? Nitric acid. Nitric acid. Hydrogen is not released. We know very well because HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. So it is oxidized. It oxidizes hydrogen to water. And hydrogen liberate ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದು ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆನೆ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟಿವ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು manganese and magnesium and manganese. Got it? Which one is strong? ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಇದೆ. Got it? So that time ಅದನ್ನ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Now the next shall be respiration is exothermic reaction. Beginning question itself, that is why respiration is called as an exothermic reaction. Okay, for that our answer is just to go through it. What that is? Glucose. Carbohydrates break down into glucose. That lengthy answer is there now. So that you go through it. Got it right. Now this answer we don't want. Our answers just photosynthesis is endothermic reaction because energy is absorbed. It means the meaning of endothermic reaction of program. Now stainless steel is used in making surgical instruments because it will not get crushed and avoid infection. Okay, just stainless steel is used in making surgical instrument in hospitals because it will not get rust and avoids infections. Shall we? Now, sulfide ore or carbonate ore are converted into oxide ores. Already we have seen because it is easy to get metal from oxide ore. Then sulfide ore. This is also important only. Okay, this question is also important. Just to go through it. Sulfide ore or carbonate ore converted into oxide ore. Because it is easy to get metal from ore than sulfide or carbonate ore. Now let's move on to the next. Magnesium will be cleaned before burning in here. We are done by already in first chapter we have seen now. Why magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning it? Yeah. Okay, in our syllabus where you just go through it. Classwork you refer for this. Now, potato chips pockets is flushed with nitrogen because covered bacteria. Even you can write the word oxidation. Oxidation also you can be. So that is clear. Baking soda is used as an antacid. Baking soda means nothing but sodium bicarbonate. It means sodium hydrogen carbonate because it neutralizes the acid. This question also arised in the previous preparatory examination. Okay, because it is neutralized the acid present in the stomach. Which acid present in the stomach then? Okay. So now let's move on to next. Metal surface becomes dull when exposed to air for a long time. See, this is also metal surface. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ನ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫೇಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಏರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೇಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್. Now, methane is the simplest form of hydrocarbon because it has least number of carbon atoms. CH4, one carbon, 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is also easiest. Two easiest one just you store in your brain, not in classwork. Good. Now let's. Copper is used to hot water. Copper is used to hot water tanks, but not steel. This is also one way important because copper is less reactive than iron. It will not react with hot water, cold water, and steel. As it is, you copy it. This one, copper, Cu, is used to hot water tanks. Used to make hot water tanks. Used to make question framing. Used to make hot water tanks, but not steel. Steel use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that will get rust. Got it? Now, as it is, have you copied? Now, concave mirror is used by dentists. Concave mirror is used by dentists because you get magnified image of teeth. Andre magnified means larger. Right? So, Sky is not kept in copper or brass vessel. So, say you perfect, nothing you have answered. Isn't it? Because sky reacts with copper or brass to form poisonous salt. Poisonous means nothing but toxic. Toxic. It is harmful to our health. You just go through our CW answer. Got it? So, we move on to the next. Metals are electropositive because metals have ability to lose electrons. It is not there, but even though you just copy it, metals are electropositive. Andre, all metals will donate the electrons. So we know very well sodium Na plus Mg 2 plus I have 2 extra electrons. I am ready to donate. If I am ready to donate, then that is we consider as electropositive. Why is electropositive means that metal have ability to lose electrons, and these losing electrons are there now that are extra electrons. Extra electrons, as it is right. Gallium will melt when kept on our palm. Gallium. Okay, because it has low melting point. Gallium and one more is there, the cesium. Isn't it? Cesium is there, no? Gallium and cesium. When we take into our palm, it melts. It's because of low melting. These are the low melting point metals. Low melting point metals. Now, sodium chloride is an ionic compound. Sodium chloride means NaCl because it is formed due to sharing of electrons between metals and non-metals. No, this answer is wrong because it is formed due to Transfer of electrons between metals and non-metals. If mutual sharing means that is nothing but covalent compound. Are you? Tell me. White silver chloride turns grey in sunlight. It means silver chloride, HgCl. It's because of decomposition reaction. HgCl ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಇದು ಮೊದಲು ಯಾವ ಬಣ್ಣ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೆದಾಗ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now the next, during electrolysis of water, few drops of dilute H2SO4 is added to water. During electrolysis of water, few drops of dilute H2SO4 is added to water because water is a poor conductor of electricity, and the few drops of acid makes the water as a good conductor. So we know very well that is. This is also just written, no problem. During electrolysis of not water, during electrolysis of metals and Bitcoin. Got it right? Time is up only 35. Thermic reaction is used in welding railway tracks. Thermic reaction is used in welding railway tracks. Because this reaction is highly exothermic reaction. Even you have to write the complete definition of thermic reaction. Okay, aluminum and iron oxide. Iron oxide, right? Aluminum iron oxide. Got it. Now let's move on to the next. The bulbs are filled with chemically inactive nitrogen and argon gases. Important only because these gases help to prolong the life of filament. Okay, bulb na ಒಳಗಡೆ whatever filament is there, this filament life will prolong. Prolong ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿನ ಬಳಕೆಗೆ ಬರೋ ತರ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Now the next one. The resistivity of a wire of length L meter is same as the resistivity of wire of length 2L meter. As it is in this figure, the resistivity depends upon the nature of material, but not length of the wire, not resistance. Resistivity. Here is resistivity. Resistivity depends upon nature of the material, but not on the length of the wire, nature of the material. Length ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, so measured in terms of ohm meter. Next, magnetic field lines do not intersect each other. You know very well. Arteries have thick wall. I hope you know very well. This is also because withstand with high pressure. ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ ಇವು? Okay, veins ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. Now let's we move little fast. Mucus is secreted in stomach. Mucus ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಫ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ನಮಗೆ ಗಂಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕಫ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಮೂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಣ್ಣೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಕಫನೇ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಫ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And that is we call as mucus. Mucus liquid ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಟೊಮಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Because to protect the inner lining of the stomach from HCl. Just you write on this one. As it is you write on. Mucus is secreted in stomach. Because to protect the inner lining of the stomach. And that inner lining even we can consider the villi. Now the next. Iodized salt is recommended in our life because avoid from the disease goiter. And you know very well this goiter is endemic disease. Will be shifted to one particular area. Got it right? Not pandemic disease like COVID. Now, breathing rate is faster in aquatic animals than the terrestrial animals. This is also clear question because the amount of dissolved oxygen is present in water is less. Is it by the direct question? Next, in mammals, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood flow separately. It is important, just be aware of this. In because due to presence of interventricular septum, because separation provides efficient supply of oxygen. Septum dividing wall and ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ dividing wall. Finished? Respiratory organs are inside our body. Next, respiratory organs are inside our body to increase the area of absorption. Breathing, lungs. Lungs are designed inside. Got it. So area of absorption ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. They are fine and delicate. Delicate ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ soft. Herbivores have longer small intestine. You know, it is very difficult to digest herbivores. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಹೊರಟೋದ್ವಿ ಇದೀರಾ Carnivores have shorter small intestine because it's easy to digest meat than cellulose. Then cellulose. More thing like it to suffer. Okay, right. At night we must not sleep under a tree. Under a tree means beneath the tree, because there is no photosynthesis at night. So it releases only carbon dioxide. So that time, due to lack of oxygen, there will be a chances to die. Got it. ಹಂಡ್ರೆಡ್ ಇದೆ 100 ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕು ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೋರ್. ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಾರ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. Want to continue or still stop? Then I will continue. You have to be fast. Testes are located outside the body because to produce sperm, if the temperature is less than our body normal temperature, in our CW clear answer is that, just to go through it. Use of CFC is banned in many countries. Two easiest one, don't write. Already which one your brain is giving answer, you no need to write that. Which one seems like something special, that you copy it. Use of CFC is banned in many countries because we know CFC destroys the ozone layer, so that is ozone depletion. A person after consuming alcohol walks clumsily. Clumsily means what is that? It's because it's part of the cerebellum. What is that? Discharge, cystic, other. Got it. Even in girls and many others. Even thinking about that's very sharp. And that then our main. If anybody is seeing them, then it will be alright. If not, means their body is completely. Carbon monoxide is highly dangerous. When inhaled carbon monoxide, it means CO. Capital C, capital O, not capital C, small o. That is mobile. Because carbon monoxide has great affinity with hemoglobin. ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಹಿಮೋಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ಬೇಗ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So hemoglobin attracts the carbon monoxide. So our blood and cut off the supply of oxygen, due to which it is first. Facial disease. People. Next one. The upper part of the box type. Solar cooker has a this is normal. This is normal. Okay. Aluminum and copper wires are used for transmission of electricity. Either. Because they have high conductivity and low resistivity. Say higher the conduction, lower its resistivity. Then after considerable. Higher the resistivity, lower its conduction. Condition on the aguttadu. Now the next, ferrous sulfide crystal loses its color. Then heated. Recently prepared crystal Fe SO4. ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ Fe2O3 plus SO3 plus SO2. T gases ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ್ದು decomposition reaction. And now Fe2O3, this is nothing but which color? Brown color. Okay. Now ionic compounds conduct electricity at its molten state, due to the movement of ions. ನಮ್ಮ TWL ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. Ionic compounds conduct electricity. Finished silver articles becomes black after some time when exposed to air. ಯಾವುದು silver articles? ಯಾವುದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಪರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್, ಐರನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now the next, the characters acquired by an organism during its lifetime. Lifetime ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ನೇನಿದೆ? ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆಡ್ ಇಂದ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸೊ ಅದು ಬಂದು inherited. The characters acquired by an organism during his life, that are not inherited. Why? Because they are acquired. Because it will not include genes. It means that information not copied in the DNA as genes. Reuse. This is not there. Calcium floats over the water. Calcium floats over the water during the reaction with water. Because bubbles of hydrogen gas, which are formed during the reaction, gets stick to the surface of the metals. Next, sodium hydroxide is an alkali because it is base, which is soluble in water. Copper cannot displace iron, but iron can displace. Yeah, displacement reaction alwa less reactive, high reactive. ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು? Reactive series once ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. In the atmosphere, oxygen is available as whole food, but not as both, because it will exist accept or share to electrons. Petals are colored. Flowers only petals are colored because to attract the insects. Because to attract the insects. Right. Now, leaves of few plants modified into tendrils. Leaves. Because some plants with a big stem, leaves are modified into tendrils to get support. This grows horizontally. Purple. Now, 16. 5.